So 2 awkward first date stories now. So Scarlett Johansson shared on Jenna and Friends that when husband Colin Jost first asked her out, he took her out to dinner and wanted to continue the night with drinks with friends. And she declined and actually went home at 9:30, my bedtime. He later said that she was acting so weird that he thought he'd completely blown it. So this first date, not great. B, how much weight do you put on a first date?
Yeah, I don't put a lot of weight on a first date. I've learned that. That's something I've learned as I've gotten older, because I kind of look at the overall vibe. Because I could be very awkward. I'm very clumsy. I might spill something, I might trip over something, it might be real weird, but that doesn't mean that I'm not trying to build a genuine connection. So I don't put too much weight on the first date, unless it's terrible. Like a guy who took me to McDonald's and thought there was a shootout in the parking lot and used me as a human shield. There was no second date. That was it.
I'm sorry.
That was it. That's a story for another day.
Oh my
I'll come back and talk about that one.
Oh, that's not awkward. That's horrifying.
Oh yeah, that was very horrifying. It was awkward and it got worse.
He used you as a shield.
He was trying to hide behind me like this. They were behind me and he was like this.
Heaven forbid he take the bullet.
Heaven forbid.
Wow.
So that was a first and last.
I bet you he's someone's husband right now, but now you. I feel like if you've been on the dating scene for long enough, if you haven't been on an awkward first date, have you even dated? Like, this is par for the course, and I've been on, I haven't been used as a human shield, but I have been wrapped to. I have been in buildings that I think were abandoned, I'm not quite sure. I've also been brought, I've also been brought to a family gathering on first dates. First date. Listen, the awkwardness, listen, there's not enough time in this show for me to go through all the nonsense. But I will say this, I'm like, you know what? We go over the birds and the bees when we talk about dating with a fine-tooth comb about sexiness. Has anybody here ever been taught how to date? How to court, how to ask somebody out on a date properly? Of course, none of us. So of course there are all these awkward dates. And you may be asking yourself, Andrea, why did you go in that abandoned building? And the answer is very simple. The guy was really hot. And the hotter the guy,
the more you're willing to kind
the more I'm like, you know what? The abandoned building wasn't that bad. And I will put that on myself.
Okay, maybe that's the reason why my first date with Ryan was really awkward when I look back on it. And December, what are we, December the 3rd today? December 9th will be 19 years since our first date.
Wow.
So awkward can be okay.
Yeah, if he's hot.
If he's hot. And he is. And he is. Our first date, we went out to a lovely dinner, but Ryan lied to the maitre d' saying it was our 1-year anniversary.
Oh my God.
And I didn't even know his last name. I was like, oh, our first-year anniversary. He's like, yes, we would like the best table in the house. And I was like, well, that's quite a move. So we went, we got the table, but then the server started asking us all these questions about our 1-year relationship. I'm like, again, sir, I don't even know this man's last name. So it was awkward, but in a really fun way. I learned that I need some humor in my life because I'm the very serious one. And like I said, 19 years later, the awkwardness turned out. So maybe to your point,
Could work.
Yeah,
it can work out, right?
But if he was ugly, we wouldn't be talking about him right now.
Correct. I wouldn't have even gone on the date.
Thank you.